the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh. Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got the Dolphins, leader at quarterback. He's fourth and
just about set. Anders Carlson has the ball teed up. And off we go from South Florida. From the 6, here comes a return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Here's Achane. Powering forward. He's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Point after, coming up here. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his 1st extra point miss of the season. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019, to lead them.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches and finding those opportunities. And when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Now a second down throw for Murray. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Murray. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second down, Murray. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. 3rd down and 9. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. Wow, out of bounds inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 2. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. We are through 1. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Open man is Davis. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Murray's going to throw again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Hubbard, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Cardinals are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and down he goes.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Cards offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Murray will throw.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing Murray. That into the hands of Hubbard. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Murray. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Murray now on 2nd down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Miami. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Extra point drive forthcoming. And that is no good again. It'll be his second missed extra point of this afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Cardinals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Murray. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now following that sack, we have a player who was injured. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to air this out for Davis. And the Dolphins are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as the clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw yet again. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense in their back, Chuba Hubbard. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 9. Murray looking to throw. To set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Buffalo 18. Let's go. Warrior 70.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
And he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Now, A.J. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket, but I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That is brought in, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Dolphins. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. they're able to take advantage for the strike.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you. This is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, and as an offense, you're in trouble.
They'll come up here first and 10. Slot man in motion right. On first and 10, it's Murray. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. On the handoff, this is Achane. To the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball.
And remember now, all... So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now a second down throw for Murray. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way. But here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
So, 3 quarters now. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now Murray. He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Murray. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's H.A. He'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now, faking the give. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal.
Let's go now. Take go.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. That one, taken in. Has Walker. Touchdown, Miami. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup. Second down and 8. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Ready up.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Dolphins add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Murray now to throw on 1st down. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Cardinals cut into the lead a little bit. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins...
Here we go, set.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Miami.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Dolphins. They finish off the first month of the season